Hey y'all, me Justin here. We back. You already know the grind does not stop. Jesus does not stop working in us, so we continue and we do not stop in His holy name. Yes, sir. I hope you guys are doing good today. I hope you guys had a great day today. Honestly, I hope you guys. I know some churches have like some Wednesday churches. Honestly, I'm not sure all of them do, but for the most part, I do know most do. I think. So if you guys went to church, I hope you guys had an amazing time at church. Hope you guys learned and was able to grasp what your guys' preacher was saying. Your guys' pastor, forgive me, what your guys' pastor was saying. So yeah, what I want to say, well, really, what we're gonna be talking about today is two things. Well, I'll start off with this one though. One, don't be afraid to sacrifice your well-being to glorify God. Don't be afraid. Don't be, what, this doesn't make sense. How would this benefit me? Just listen. When you sacrifice well-being, I want to say let's see here. Honestly, I can't think of an example, but I'll think of an example, or I'll think of how I did it. I know I sacrificed my well-being of, it's pretty cold right now in California. Well, at least to me it is. So you know what I did? I wore one of my throughout this whole week, I haven't been really wearing a jacket, or I haven't even been carrying my backpack on my back. I hold it in my hand because on the shirts that I wear, on some of them, they have Bible, like they have some Bible verses. Some just give a nice words of encouragement through God, and it was just like, why would I wear a shirt if it's just going to be covered up by my backpack? And I was like, let me carry my backpack throughout this whole week. Well, not throughout this whole week, but whenever I have a Bible verse or anything that glorifies God in any way on my back, I will not carry my backpack. I will not have it on my back. I will have it in my hand. Just so I'm able to glorify God as any ways possible, as much as I can. If it would be amazing, and I pray every day that somebody took it upon themselves to read the back of my shirt while I was walking, or maybe when they just took a quick glance at the back of my shirt or hoodie, and they just took initiative. They learned. They were like, that brought them closer to God. You know, I pray that every day, and I hope it does. So that was kind of an example for you guys. Don't be afraid to sacrifice your well-being. Don't be afraid to go through. Don't be afraid to make things difficult to glorify God if you have to. Don't be afraid to miss out on a party to make a video. Don't be afraid to miss a night going out with the boys or whatever. If you're gonna go a night out with the boys, or go miss a party, if you are, be responsible. You know, I'm not encouraging guys to. I don't go to parties. Me personally, I don't think you guys should go to parties unless maybe it's like a Christian party or something, right? But I don't know, any other types of parties where it's just not right, where it's just, they're just doing all types of bad things, and then just, you guys should not get involved in that. Don't at all. Don't even try to consider it. Don't even put it into like an option. Another thing, just like, don't be afraid to get uncomfortable. You know, if you have to wear no jacket for the rest of the week to glorify God, don't be afraid. You will get home in your nice warm house. You will be able to turn that heater on eventually. But for right now, glorify God to the fullest. It's okay. We can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. For we walk by faith and not by sight. I believe in you guys. You guys can glorify God to the fullest. But that was that part though. You know, don't be afraid to sacrifice your well-being. You know, don't be afraid to get uncomfortable to glorify God. Glorify God as much as you can, anytime you can. Take every opportunity you can to glorify God as much as you can. Excuse me. Glorify Him as much as you guys can. I hope you guys do. I pray that you guys do. With that being said, though, the next part I wanted to talk to you guys about is I watched a sermon last night, Pastor Mike Todd, and he said, "Don't be blind to the blessing." You know, a lot of you guys, maybe some people not even watching, but a lot of people, maybe including you guys, God gives you what you guys prayed for. You know, you guys get that blessing. Maybe it was more money. Maybe it was that new house. Maybe it was that, maybe it was that, you know, the money that you guys needed. Maybe it was that financial aid, whatever that blessing was, and He gave it to you. Don't lose sight of God. Don't lose track of Him. Don't let getting that new house. Don't get that new house, but have no one to live with after you get that house. I hope that made sense. I don't know. I heard Mike Todd say it, and I try to throw an example out there. But just you know, just don't lose sight and track of God. Continue to pray even after you get that blessing, maybe even more after you guys get that blessing. That blessing that you guys receive from God should be a note, and should be just like it should be a footnote. It should be a just a sign that like God's working in your life, and it should motivate you and push you even more to just grow closer to Him as much as you guys can. You know, maybe you guys got that new PS5, or you guys learned a new basketball move, or you guys' favorite YouTube video came out, or you guys' favorite movie came out. Don't let that be. Don't let that blessing make you lose sight of God. You know, just keep track and just keep sight of God. He's watching over you constantly. There never has been a time where He isn't. Just don't lose track of God. Continue to pray. Pray more even after you get that blessing. Pray more. Read more. Devote more time to Him. That means like God, when you get that blessing, God's working in your life. That means you're like, oh, God gave me this blessing. Dang, let me thank Him by sacrificing my well-being. Let me thank Him by praying and fasting. Thank Him by reading more, sharing the gospel. Just do as much and whatever you guys can. Really, truly. Just don't lose sight of God. Don't be blind to the blessing. Really don't. I know I've been a victim of that. Let me see if I can think of a time. All right. I remember it was roughly around the time I was working around this summer, or last summer. 2023 summer. I remember I was working, and I wanted a PS5. All my friends had it, and I was the only one that didn't have it. They were all playing the new games that you can only play on PS5. I couldn't, because all I had was a PS4, and I was thankful for that PS4, but I wanted that PS5 much more. And I remember I would ask God. I was like, God, you know, let me be able to make enough money to get this PS5. And you know, I prayed, I read I didn't pray as much as I did now. I didn't pray as much as I did now. I didn't pray a lot then, or I didn't read a lot then either, or nor fast. But God still provided me with that blessing. Now, when I got that blessing, I lost sight of God. My time in my relationship with God, my time with reading and fasting and praying just decreased. I didn't read as much, I didn't pray as much, and I lost sight of God. I started drifting off track, and it just caused me to just go down a dark path. It made me fall off the path I was on with God onto a different path that He did not want me to go on. Now, thankfully, I'm off that path, and I devote more time to the Lord Jesus Christ, and I try to even devote more time. Just because you're doing good now doesn't mean you can't do better later. I say take one step at a time. Slowly but surely, take one step at a time. Try to maybe you have to set a reminder on your phone, read every day. Read at this time. Maybe you have to, or watch a sermon at this time, or whatever you guys got to do. Remind yourself, make restrictions if you have to cut off sinful nature and sinful things in your life. Make restrictions. Give yourself consequences when falling into those sinful actions. But yeah, that was today's word. I don't know. I feel like I'm like leading off. I feel like I'm just like, it's just like I'm talking about one thing. I just cut it off right there. But honestly, that's really what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. I'm trying to make the video shorter for you guys because, I know how you guys are. I was your guys' age once. Well, maybe, I don't know how old you guys are, but if you guys were under the age of 18, then I know how it feels to, lose sight of God and just fall into this world. Don't ever fall into this world. We're slaves of Christ. We're doing his work, glorifying him to the fullest, so we can have a relationship with God. I love you guys. You guys stay blessed and have an amazing day. I wish you guys the best day tomorrow. I'll pray. I'll pray for you guys. I'll read. If I have to, I'll fast. I'll cut off sinful nature. I'll do whatever it takes. Just I pray, and I hope you guys have a good day. I love you guys so much. Don't give up. You guys are going strong. You guys are going strong on this journey with me, so don't give up. I love y'all. And #stay blessed. Peace, y'all.